What up? What up? What up, good people? Yes, sir. We got 2 minutes, 50 seconds down to the chat. And I'm excited. Super excited, man. What type of cards y'all plan on getting? We got the 3090, 3080, the 3000 series will be going today. So yeah, I'm ready. Super ready. I am super ready. So right now I'm actually live streaming. I'm getting the video feed from Nvidia's Twitch channel. So that's what we're looking at today. So I got to back up, to go to their live website. So just in case. So yeah, super excited, man. Trying to get the microphone right. Okay. I think we good. How everybody doing down in the chat? Let me know. What up, Saber? What's going on? And I'll be watching on my iPad here as well. I know we're recording, so we got 1 minute, 27 seconds. Sean C, what's happening, man? Yeah, absolutely. 3090 game. That's what I'm talking about, Nolan. 3090 game. If you've been following me, you've been, absolutely make sure that you go down in the description below. Make sure that you join our Discord. We've been talking about this for the last, I don't know how many months. But we definitely been posting stuff. If you follow me on social media, I've been posting stuff. But hey, countdown, 46 seconds, 45 seconds. Let's go. Yeah, you'll probably definitely have a 20 series price drop. So I'm definitely on that. $24, $25. And let me know how the audio sounds when the event. Well, actually, you don't have to let me know. Well, you might not have to let me know, rather. You may hear it. I'm trying not to get no feedback. Oh, did it switch over? Oh, yeah, we got it. We're getting started. Here we go.
Welcome to my kitchen. I hope all of you are staying safe.
Look at Jensen. Okay.
We're going to talk about an amazing GPU today. Modern GPUs are technology marvels.
3090 just because of the upgrades with the ray tracing.
Design, cloud AI to scientific computing. But it is the gamers and their insatiable demand that is the driving force of the GPU. Pulling their GPUs to create the largest distributed computer ever. 1 million gamers united to counterstrike the COVID-19 coronavirus. The result was 2.8 exaflops, 5 times the processing power of the world's largest supercomputer to simulate the virus. Folding at home was able to simulate 100 milliseconds, a tenth of a second in the life of the coronavirus, and captured the moment it opens its mouth to infect a human cell. Scientists believe this is also its moment of weakness. Thank you all for joining this historic fight. We're going to talk about computer graphics and the work we're doing to push the boundaries. We love computer graphics and have advanced it incredibly in the time of Nvidia. As the technology advanced, the expressiveness of the medium has made graphics an invaluable tool to help us understand our world, create and explore new worlds, tell stories that inspire us. From science to industry to the arts, computer graphics has made a profound impact on the world, and for that, we are privileged to have contributed. We're going to talk about gaming and the infinite ways that gaming is expanding. GeForce PC gaming is large and thriving. Its open and rapidly advancing technology, combined with the amazing creativity of the community, makes magic. Anyone could be a broadcaster now. Add a GeForce and you have a personal broadcast station. Pros stream their practices. Experts stream tips and tricks. Friends stream to friends just to hang out. There are over 20 million streamers. Games have become a new art medium. In Minecraft, gamers can build their work of art. Machinima artists create cinematics made from game assets.
Wow.
Tens of millions are using games to express their creativity. Inside a computer simulation, any sport can become esport. Virtual NASCAR and F1 are already attracting top racers. Like sports, esports captures the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and the human drama of athletic competition. Esports is on its way to be the biggest sport. I have something special for all the GeForce gamers around the world. 4 gifts. I hope you like them, and you'll find new ways to game. First, big news. Fortnite is turning RTX on. Now Minecraft and Fortnite, the #1 and #2 most played games in the world, have RTX on. Fortnite will get ray trace shadows, reflections, ambient occlusion, and DLSS 2. These effects look fantastic with the art style of Fortnite. I can't wait to see a Fortnite concert with RTX on.
You know,
the
Fortnite is an FPS game, so you definitely need to have a strong card.
Epic made a trailer
you got
for
ray tracing turned on. Come on, man.
75% of GeForce
DLSS,
gamers play
okay.
esports. Esports is a game of milliseconds. Reaction time is a combination of the gamer and the machine. Let me explain. This is Valorant. In this example, the opponent is traveling at 1500 pixels per second, and it's visible in this opening for only 180 milliseconds. A typical gamer has a reaction time of 150 milliseconds from full
Who's
time
been
to
playing
action.
Valorant? Let me know down in the
You
chat.
can only hit this opponent if your PC adds less than 30 milliseconds. Most gamers have latencies far greater than 30 milliseconds, many up to 100 milliseconds. Today we're announcing a new esports technology called Nvidia REFLEX. Nvidia REFLEX optimizes the rendering pipeline across CPU and GPU to reduce latency by up to 50%. In September, we're releasing REFLEX with our game-ready driver. Over 100 million GeForce gamers will instantly become more competitive. Valorant, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and Destiny 2 will be the first to integrate REFLEX technology. Esports pros and enthusiasts strive for
Nvidia,
zero
they
latency.
playing dirty.
For you, we're announcing an insanely fast and
Just with a
beautiful
software
display.
driver.
A 360
Decrease
Hz
latency.
G-Sync display designed for esports. This display has a built-in precision latency analyzer. Just connect your mouse. The Nvidia 360 Hz G-Sync esports displays are arriving this fall from Acer, Alienware, Asus, and MSI. We've made a video comparing gaming on a 60 Hz, 144 Hz, and 360 Hz display. You can see immediately how 360 Hz display will help you target and track an opponent. For the 20 million live streamers, we have something really cool for you. NVIDIA Broadcast turns any room into a broadcast studio.
Hey, that 360 Hz display by Asus is
trained by
$700.
deep learning on NVIDIA's DGX supercomputer, one of the most powerful in the world. Effects like audio noise removal, virtual background effects whether graphics or video, and webcam auto-framing is a virtual camera person tracking you. These AI effects are amazing. Available for download in September and runs on any RTX GPU. Brandon and GeForce Marketing will now show you NVIDIA Broadcast.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon and I'm very excited today to talk to you about our Nvidia
1080p
broadcast app. Like many of you, I've been home a lot more lately. I've been video conferencing all day and then gaming and streaming all night, and I have a very basic webcam and microphone setup. Nvidia Broadcast makes these things supercharged with a lot of new awesome features that really bring it out using the power of AI and RTX GPUs. The first one I want to talk about is noise removal. So I've asked my girlfriend to join me with a blow dryer here, and that distracting sound makes it very hard to understand what I'm saying. But when I turn on noise removal in NVIDIA Broadcast, you find that it's completely gone, and that blow dryer is still going. But NVIDIA Broadcast isn't just awesome audio features. There's some really exciting video features as well. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's
First
right.
up, we have the ability to blur your background,
$700.
which you may notice that I need because I have a very cluttered and messy room. But when I turn this background blur feature on, all of a sudden I get this really classy effect, and I can adjust the strength of that from low to high and everything in between. Or, if I want, I can actually replace the background altogether. Now I'm in a space station with the magic of AI. It's that easy.
Oh, that broadcast
Or
software is
if I want
going
to
to
jump
be
into
nice.
some gameplay, I can remove the background altogether and jump into some Valorant. And now I'm playing with a green screen effect without actually having to have one at home. I don't have to play good, but at least I can look good. Now sometimes when I'm video conferencing or doing a just chatting stream, I want to zoom in to get a more personal connection with the audience. But the problem is I bounce around so much, it's easy for my head to get out of frame. With the auto frame feature, it's like having your own personal cameraman that follows you wherever you go.
Right, OBS Studio could
So
be
if, for
complicated
example, I wanted to
sometimes.
reach over and grab my cool Valorant hat and show it to everybody, it follows me every step of the way. I just find NVIDIA Broadcast to be really exciting, as both a streamer and as someone who works from home. The ability to remove distracting noise, improve your background, and keep yourself in the center of the frame are all awesome features in one app, and I just can't wait for you guys to try it.
A new form of art has emerged from gaming called machinima. Artists are using game assets to create cinematics. There's been tens of billions of views on YouTube. Most are shorts. Some are even recreating entire classic movies. It's becoming a whole new art genre. Today, I'm going to show you an app that will make these cinematics amazing. It's called Nvidia OMNIVERSE Machinima. It's an app built on our Omniverse 3D workflow collaboration platform. Omniverse is a universal design tool asset exchange with a viewer based on photorealistic path tracing. The engine is designed to be physically accurate, simulating light, physics, material, and artificial intelligence. We have connectors for most third-party design tools.
I like the software,
like 3ds
but
Max,
come on with the
Maya,
cards. You need to
Photoshop,
see some hardware.
Epic Unreal, Rhino, and many more. The Machinima app brings in elements and assets from games and third-party collections like TurboSquid and lets you mix and compose them into a cinematic. Creators can use their webcam to drive our AI-based post estimator to animate characters. Drive face animation AI with your voice. Add high-fidelity physics like particles and fluids. Make materials physically accurate. And then when done with your composition and mixing, render film quality cinematics with your RTX GPU. Nvidia Omniverse Machinima, beta in October. Sign up at nvidia.com/machinima. Let me show you a demo we created in a few days. We started with assets from Mountain Blade 2, Banner Lord. You're gonna love this.
Guys are getting better.
For 40 years, since NVIDIA researcher Turner Whitted first published his paper on ray tracing, computer science researchers have chased this dream to create super realistic virtual worlds with real-time ray tracing. NVIDIA, seeing the ultimate limits of rasterization approaching, focused intense efforts over the past 10 years to realize real-time ray tracing on a large scale. At SIGGRAPH 2 years ago, we announced the NVIDIA RTX. Now 2 years later, it is clear we have reinvented computer graphics. Nvidia RTX is a full-stack invention. RTX starts with a brand new GPU architecture, but it is so much more. It includes new engine
Exactly,
tech
Raul.
and a
What a
bunch of
graphics
new
card is it?
rendering algorithms. RTX is a home
That's what
run.
I'm talking about.
All major 3D APIs have been extended for RTX. RTX is supported by all major 3D tools. RTX tech is incorporated into all major game engines. There are hundreds of games in development and thousands of research papers of new rendering and AI algorithms enabled by RTX. The RTX GPU has three fundamental processors: the programmable shader that we first introduced over 15 years ago, RT Core to accelerate the ray triangle and ray bounding box intersections, an AI processing pipeline called Tensor Core. Tensor Core accelerates linear algebra that is used for deep neural network processing, the foundation of modern AI. AI is the most powerful technology force of our time. Computers that learn from data and write software that no humans can. The advances are nothing short of breathtaking. NVIDIA is doing groundbreaking work in this area. You might have seen our work in self-driving cars and robotics.
I believe
computer graphics and gaming will
the
also be
3090 is probably going to be
revolutionized by
about
deep learning.
$1,400.
Let me show you some recent works and the art of the possible. The first video is a generative adversarial network that has learned to synthesize virtual characters
And
of
the
any artistic
3080
genre,
is probably going to be
including
$1,200.
photorealistic. Second is a neural network that animates a 3D face directly from voice.
You require more Vespene
3070
gas.
is probably going to be $800.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
The AI character can speak in any language, be any gender, and even rap and sing. Third is a character locomotion of
And I think the way that they're going to
positions.
justify it is
Imagine
probably by
negotiating
seeing
arbitrary
or
paths and
showing
obstacles.
some generational
The
performance
fourth
lips.
is reconstructing 3D from video. Imagine the possibilities. Record video, interact in 3D. This one
But it
is a
could
deep
be
learning
more.
model that learned the physics behavior of cloth animation.
I want to hold it against Nvidia.
Finally, this deep learning model of ray tracing can predict colors of missing pixels, so that fewer rays need to be cast and fewer pixels need to be fully rendered. We can achieve orders of magnitude speedups. AI is certain to play a giant role in the future of computer graphics and gaming. The powerful tensor cores and RTX GPUs will let us do AI in real time. One of the first major AI computer graphics breakthroughs is DLSS. Here's the challenge. Real-time ray tracing is far more beautiful but requires a lot more computation per pixel than rasterization. So the solution is to ray trace fewer pixels and use AI on tensor cores to up-res to super-res to a higher resolution and boost frame rate. DLSS took nearly 2 years of intensive research. We built a supercomputer to train a network. The DLSS model is trained on extremely high quality, 16K, offline rendered images of many kinds of content. Once trained, the model is downloaded into your driver. At runtime, DLSS 2.0 takes in low resolution, aliased image and motion vector of the current frame, and the high resolution previous frame to generate a high resolution current frame. I think DLSS is one of our biggest breakthroughs in the last 10 years. Take a look at these images of Death Stranding,
Yeah,
the
if you
latest
seen
game
my
by
video
Kojima-san.
on
DLSS
Death Stranding,
sharper than native
DLSS
4K,
2.0 is the
and
truth.
created detail
Check it
from
out.
AI that native rendering didn't even show, and the frame rate is higher. Reviewers have loved DLSS 2.0. They say its quality beats out native rendering and runs even faster. You can play at 4K without a performance hit. Tensor Core effectively gives RTX a 2x performance boost. Let's look at one frame trace of a game to see the processors of RTX in action. Adding ray tracing to games dramatically increases the computation workload. Using shaders to do ray traversal and object intersection reduces the frame rate. We added the RT Core, which reduces shader workload by 60%.
Oh, just so you know, my workstation is up for sale. So if you follow me on social media and Discord, I'm selling my workstation PC.
Using the same methodology
I gotta
as
get that
Microsoft
3090.
Xbox, the RT Core is effectively a 34 teraflop shader, and Turing has an equivalent of 45
So I don't have to sell a
teraflops
kidney.
while ray tracing. Even with RT Core, the amount of time consumed is significant. So RT Core and shaders have to run concurrently. Even then, 20 milliseconds is only 50 frames per second, and still a step back in performance relative to previous generations. This is where the Tensor Core and DLSS come in. Rendering to a lower resolution, then using AI and super fast Tensor Core to effectively double frame rate. Now you can get ray tracing, get high resolution and high frame rate at the same time. That's the magic of the 3 processors of RTX. Turing was our first generation RTX GPU, combining ray tracing, programmable shading, and AI. The flagship Turing had a ton of processing power, 11 shader teraflops, 34 RT teraflops, and 89 tensor teraflops. Let me show you our new RTX GPU. Ampere is a giant leap in performance. Ampere does 2 shader calculations per clock versus 1 on Turing, 30 shader teraflops compared to 11. Ampere doubles ray triangle intersection throughput. Ampere's RT core delivers 58 RT teraflops compared to Turing's 34. And Ampere's new Tensor Core automatically identifies and removes less important DNA weights.
Show the video cards,
and the new
Jensen.
Tensor Core hardware processes the sparse network at twice the rate of Turing. 238 tensor flops compared to 89.
T-Bone, what's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, NVIDIA's new Ampere GPU, our
Yeah,
second
Raul,
generation RTX.
selling the workstation. You know, I
28
got 2
billion
computers. So.
transistors built on Samsung 8N
Yep.
NVIDIA custom process. All 3 processors double rates over Turing, a triple double. It connects to Micron's new G6X, the fastest memories ever made. The days of just relying on transistor performance scaling is over. Yet Ampere is an incredible 2 times the performance and energy
That's
efficiency
hilarious,
of
but
Turing.
you're right.
At NVIDIA, we use every engineering lever to squeeze every drop of performance out of the system. From architecture, custom process design, circuit design, logic design, packaging, custom SerDes I/O, memory, power, and thermal design, PCB design, software and algorithms. Thousands of engineers per generation, billions of dollars. Full stack engineering and extreme craftsmanship is the hallmark of our GPUs. Our performance, energy efficiency, and low power are all world-class. And real application performance highlights Ampere's new RT core. The more ray tracing is done, the greater the Ampere speedup. Ampere RT core doubles ray intersection processing. Its ray tracing is processed concurrently with shading. And Ampere can render cinematic images with motion blur 8 times faster than Turing. Let's take a look at Ampere in action. At our kitchen GTC a few months ago, we showed Marbles,
Hey, yeah, they
the
let the
world's
jacket
first
bomb.
fully path traced, photorealistic real-time graphics.
Oh, okay.
It was running on our highest-end Turing Quadro RTX 8000. Turing was doing 720p, 25 frames per second. Today, we're going to run an enhanced version of Marbles with even more special effects, and it is running at 1440p, 30 frames per second, over 4 times the performance. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Marbles at night. Including spherical area lights. There's no pre-baking, everything is
Real
dynamic.
time. Okay.
The depth of field is film quality and beautiful.
I already knew ray tracing was going to be way better with these cards than the
Everything
20
is
series.
dynamic.
The 20 series is kind of like a
Diffuse
test.
GI, all dynamic. There are hundreds of rigid bodies, 80 million triangles. Materials are physically accurate. Physics simulation and volumetric rendering in real time.
Yeah, Nolan, I wish I could be able to get my hands on one right away, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see how quickly I could be able to get.
TURING and Marble's AMPERE. You can see dramatic visual quality jump of AMPERE. Marble's on TURING runs at 720p 25 frames per second. Marble's on AMPERE runs at 1440p 30 frames per second, more than 4 times the performance. And AMPERE even did area lights and depth of field. A giant performance leap. Today's games are giant worlds, indoor and out, with photogrammetry, dense geometry, and lots of characters. Games are over 200 gigabytes and getting bigger. This is like 50,000 songs or 400
The test
hours
costs
of streaming
$12.50.
video.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Games have pushed PCIe and file systems to the breaking point. CPUs copy files from disk and decompress the game image. This is fine when the storage system was slow, 50 to 100 megabytes per second. Now with Gen 4 PCI Express and solid-state drives, PCs can transfer data at 7 gigabytes per second, 100 times faster.
Nah, I don't think he changed
CPU
his
copying
codes.
data to memory and decompressing
Think he-
game images is
I think
now
he
the
has that
bottleneck.
coat at least about
Decompressing
5
data
times
from
in his
100
closet.
megabytes per second hard drives takes only a few CPU cores. However, decompressing from 7 gigabytes per second SSDs on PCIe Gen 4 takes over 20 CPU cores. Today, we're announcing Nvidia RTX I/O with 3 new advances. New I/O APIs for fast loading and streaming directly from SSD to GPU memory. GPU lossless decompression, and collaboration with Microsoft on direct storage for Windows that streamlines the transfer of data from storage to GPU memory. With Nvidia RTX I/O, vast worlds will load instantly. Picking up where you left off will be instant. This is a very big deal for next generation gaming. Let me show you AMPERE in action in one of the most anticipated games of 2020, CD Projekt Red's
Oh, boy.
Cyberpunk. This trailer is called Scenes of Cyberpunk RTX. It shows ray trace reflections,
Cyberpunk.
diffuse illumination, shadows,
Lord have
ambient
mercy.
occlusion, and DLSS 2.0. Enjoy.
Hey, we got less than 90 days for this game to come out. You already know the coverage on this channel is gonna be stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new flagship
November 19th.
GPU, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080, powered by AMPERE, second generation RTX architecture.
Hold on, they said flagship. The 3080 is a flagship? I'm confused. So is the 3080 is gonna be the top? All the leaks were true. That's crazy. pulling air from the top. Yeah, that's
Nvidia
true.
RTX 3080. I have one right here. Let me show it to you. It is beautiful. Look at this. The RTX 3080. It is wonderfully crafted. It's going to look beautiful in your PC. And it lights up.
You're right.
Now
The
let me
price
tell you
is the
about some of
key.
the
The
other
price is
exciting
the key.
technologies inside. Turing used G6, the fastest memories at that time. The industry thought that was the limit. For Ampere, we had to push through that limit. Working with Micron, we designed the world's first memories with PAM4 signaling, pulse amplitude modulation, with 4 voltage levels that encode 2 bits of data each, 0001, 1011. Each voltage step is only 250 millivolts. So in the same period of time, G6X can transmit twice as much data as G6. PAM4 is extreme signaling technology, and it's just becoming used in high-speed networking. The Ampere thermal architecture is the first ever flow-through design, working harmoniously with PC chassis cooling system, pulling in
So
cool
it's
air
pulling
from
the
the
air
outside,
from the bottom.
flowing
One is
through
going
the
out the
GPU,
top,
and
and one is
pushing
going
hot
out
air
the back.
straight out the chassis.
It's
To
pretty
allow room
genius.
for a fan to flow air directly through the module, our engineers architect a super dense PCB design that is 50% smaller than previous, while adding the bigger Ampere GPUs, HDMI 2.1, PCI Express 4.0, and G6X. There are 2 independently controlled fans. The bracket front fan pulls cool air from the bottom and pushes the heated air out through the graphics card brackets. A backside pull-through fan passes cool air over the fins of the heat pipe and directs the hot air to the top and back of the chassis to be exhausted by the system fan. The 3080 flow-through system is 3 times quieter and keeps the GPU 20 degrees cooler than the Turing design. It can cool 90 watts more than Turing. The generational leap is ultimately the most important factor of new GPUs. A significant technology advance is needed to inspire content developers to create the next level of content and for the install base to upgrade. Let's see how the 3080 stacks up to previous generation architectures on the latest graphics-intensive games. 3080 is faster than 2080 Ti. 3080 is twice the performance of 2080 at the same price. Ampere is the biggest generational leap we've ever had. Ladies and gentlemen, Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080.
Hold on,
Our
y'all heard
new
that, right?
flagship GPU, powered by Ampere, our second generation RTX GPU architecture. Incredible amounts of processing in the shader, RT ray tracing core, and tensor core for processing AI.
Twice the
10
performance
gigabytes
of a
G6X,
of a 2080.
twice the processing power of 2080.
This is not the top of the line
and at
card.
the same price, starting at $699. Available September 17th. One of our most popular GPUs is the 70 series. 970, 1070, 2070 were all hugely popular.
$699.
You're
I'm
gonna
surprised.
love the new RTX 3070.
Nvidia came to play.
Faster than the 2080
$699.
Ti,
Okay.
the Turing enthusiast GPU priced at $1,200. Ladies and gentlemen, the new GeForce RTX 3070. Let me show it to you. It's a work of art. 20 shader teraflops, 40 RT
The
teraflops,
3070 is faster than a
and
TI.
163
a 2080 Ti.
teraflops tensor core for AI processing. With 8 gigabytes of G6, RTX 3070 is faster than the $1,200 RTX 2080 Ti, starting at $499, available in October. Every generation, we pack in our best ideas to increase performance while introducing new features that enhance image quality. Every couple of generations, the stars align, as it did with Pascal, and we get a giant generational leap. Pascal was known as the perfect 10. Pascal was a huge success and set a very high bar. It took the super family of Turing to meaningfully exceed Pascal on game performances without ray tracing. With ray tracing turned on, Pascal, using programmable shaders to compute ray triangle intersections, fell far behind Turing's RT core. And Turing with ray tracing on reached the same performance as Pascal with ray tracing off. On a technical basis, this was a huge achievement. The images are far more beautiful, and reflection and shadow artifacts are gone. But gamers wanted more. They want every generation to be more realistic and higher frame rate at the same time. So we doubled down on everything. Twice the shader, twice the ray tracing, and twice the tensor core, the triple double. Ampere knocks the daylights out of Pascal on ray tracing. And even with ray tracing on, crushes Pascal on frame rate. To all my Pascal gamer friends, it is safe to upgrade now. Amazing ray tracing games are coming. Activision and developer Treyarch are launching a new Call of Duty on November 13th. It's a masterpiece and it looks incredible. There are dynamic lights, ray tracing, shadows and ambient occlusion, DLSS 2.0, and Nvidia REFLEX super low latency technology. The last Call of Duty sold an amazing 30 million copies. Activision put together this trailer of never before seen footage. Enjoy.
30 million copies. Goodness gracious. I'm tripping. Where's this 3090? That's what I want to know about. Not that 30. Basically, they took the 11 gigabytes with the 2080 Ti, dropped it down to a 10 gigabyte. It's a faster card, but I want the 3090. This new Call of Duty looks like it's gonna be crazy.
Let me talk to you about one more thing. Several years ago, we started building
it better be a one more thing.
Pushing the GPU to the absolute limit to create the best graphics card of that generation. It was built in limited quantities only through Nvidia. The distribution was limited. The demand surprised us. Creatives were making 4K movies, rendering cinematics. Researchers built workstations for data science and AI. Bloggers built broadcast workstations. Flight and racing simulation fans built sim rigs. There is clearly a need for a giant GPU that is available all over the world. So we made a giant Ampere. Ladies and gentlemen, the RTX 3090. Come here.
You taking it out the oven. The 3090. This is 3090 game all
3090 is a
day.
beast. A ferocious
3090.
GPU.
That's what I want.
GPU.
Man, that thing is huge.
Shader teraflops, 69 RT teraflops, 285 tensor teraflops, and it comes with a massive 24 gigabytes of G6X.
Jesus Christ.
It comes with a silencer, a 3-slot dual axle flow-through design, 10 times quieter.
$1,500. I told y'all. I told you.
The RTX design. But there's more.
I'm getting it.
The 3090 is so big that for the very first time, we can play games at 60 frames per second in 8K. This is insane. Because it's impossible for us to show you what it looks like on the stream, we invited some friends to check it out.
What the hell? Bruh. Bruh.
Hi.
Bruh. So they skipped the TI class this time. I see what they did.
More excited to do anything.
Or they may come out. They're gonna come out with a TI class.
Are you kidding me?
That's what's gonna happen. They trying to sell. They trying to sell. Basically, the 3090 is a Titan,
Incredible, dude.
and so they want to sell as many as they can before they come out with a TI. They probably come out with a TI after AMD announces their cards,
Look at this. Why is it so detailed?
and it's probably gonna be $1,000 or something like that.
This is 8K, sir. I can see everything. Oh, I need to shoot you, though.
Not a whole lot of people have seen something like this.
This is so realistic. I feel like I'm really in battle.
This is insane. Die, I want to look at the pretty thing.
Yeah, they're gonna release another card. They're just waiting to see what AMD is gonna do. That's what they're doing.
Reels that you see.
So the 3080 is just a replacement of the 2080.
but it does.
which is twice the performance of a 2080. That's crazy.
The grand
the-
vistas that are
I want the
happening right now.
3090.
Holy shit, look at this. This feels like a Disneyland
I mean,
experience.
1500, that's a lot of
So
money.
smooth, it's butter.
But
Oh, it's
unless
smooth.
if they bring
I
out the
can't believe it's not one.
3080
I mean, this is
Ti,
game changing. There's no other way to put it.
if they bring it out at like
My
$1,000
mind is blown,
bucks,
dude.
that's gonna be a steal.
Wow.
It's been
Because
20
really, at
years
that
since
point,
the
it's
NVIDIA
probably gonna
GPU
be
introduced
almost
programmable
twice the
shading.
performance of a
The
2080 Ti.
revolutionized modern computer graphics. Developers jumped on and invented clever algorithms, like shaders that simulate realistic materials, or post-processing effects for soft shadows, ambient occlusion, and reflections. Developers pushed the limits of rasterization beyond anyone's expectations. Meanwhile, NVIDIA GPU processing increased a stunning 100,000-fold. Gaming became a powerful technology driver. Gamers grew to billions, and gaming pushed into all aspects of entertainment and culture. If the last 20 years was amazing, the next 20 will see
Yeah, the
nothing
3080 is
short
going to be a
of
good
science
update.
fiction.
For $699, what you get for $699
Today's
is actually
Ampere
pretty dope.
launch is a
Not gonna
giant
lie. I
step
thought it was going to be
into
more.
the future. This is our greatest generational leap ever. The second generation NVIDIA RTX,
I told people to wait.
fusing programmable shading, ray tracing, and artificial intelligence, gives us photorealistic graphics and the highest frame rates at the same time. Once the holy grail of computer graphics, ray tracing is now the standard. And Ampere is going to bring you joy beyond gaming. NVIDIA Reflex to improve your response time. NVIDIA Broadcast turns any room into a studio. And OMNIVERSE Machinima turns you into an animated filmmaker. We are
They'll
super
bring out the
pleased with
3060
3070,
probably in
3080,
December or
and
something like that.
3090. The
The
first three
3060
members
is
of
actually
the
going to be the
Ampere
really good
generation.
card.
You're going to feel a boost like never before. I can't wait to go forward 20 years to see what RTX started. Homes will have holodecks. We will beam ourselves through time and space, traveling at the speed of light, sending photons, not atoms.
No, the
In
3090
this future,
is a Titan.
GeForce is your holodeck.
They're going to bring out
Your
another
Lightspeed
card
Starship,
that's going to
your
be
time
between the
machine.
3080
In
and
this
the
future,
3090.
we will look back and realize that it's starting.
Because see, they know they can't.
Thank you for
They
joining
know they
us
can't
today,
sell a
and to all of our
Titan
fans
for
for celebrating the
$2,500 right
arrival
now.
of
That's why
Ampere.
they dropped the price down. Okay. Man. Oh man, let me tell you something. All right, y'all. So, which card y'all getting? Because I can tell you right now, I'm getting the 3090. 3090 is going to be the top of the line card. I don't think they're going to come out with anything more than that. It has 24 gigabytes. I mean, it's a beast. It's a big ass card too. Yeah, I'm getting that 3090, 3090 game all day. $1,500. If you're looking for a workstation, I'm selling it. Follow me down in the Discord. Follow me on social media. Hey, holla at me. Yeah, we can even work out the shipping. Yeah, 3090. Yeah. So if you want to know my guessing, I'm tell you now. They're gonna come out with another card. It's probably gonna be like a 3080 Ti. It's gonna be in between the 3080 and the 3090 because it's too much room. So because the 3080 they say it's gonna be $699, and then you got the 3090 is gonna be $1499. So they have room to play around, but they also in competition. So you got to understand that. And they're waiting to see what AMD is gonna price their card, their top of the line card at whenever they release their stuff. So when they do, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, we got another card," and it's gonna slide right in, probably around about 1,000. I'm thinking probably about 1,000, or they may, probably between 900 and 1,000, probably. But I want the 3090. That's gonna be the card of the future. You probably won't be able to get. You probably won't be able to need to buy another card for at least another 6-7 years, probably. I don't know. Tell me what you think. RTX is off. Or Rachel. Hey, I hear you, man. Out of you crazy. Hey, I appreciate y'all for rocking with a brother in the middle of the day. We are definitely going to do another stream tonight. We're going to do Tech Tuesdays, and we're going to talk more about these cards. And we're going to get a little bit more deep into it. We're going to break some stuff down. So we'll see what's up. Let me know. I didn't hear anything about pre-orders, so let me know about that. If you see anything about pre-orders, let me know down in the chat, and we could follow through with this on Discord. I'll holler at y'all. Peace. See y'all later on the night. We're gonna do Tech Tuesdays. Oh, 10 p.m. tonight. That's what time we're gonna do it. 10 p.m. tonight. We're gonna do Tech Tuesday. It's gonna be a live stream, and we're gonna get back to it. It's Cyber. You said, wait, what we waiting on? What you got? You got a question about something? Yeah, 3090 is going to be long term, Nolan. Hey, ITC Cyber, I actually hit you at the beginning of the chat. Yeah, you should be good with a HyperX Fury. It probably needs to be your only RAM sticks that's in there, so it doesn't affect the speed of your RAM. So if you get it, if you get those sticks, make sure you get it to replace all the RAM in your PC. So you should be good. All right, everybody. Peace. I'll holler at y'all later on the night.